Hello, welcome to this live stream. So, what I'm actually doing is I'm going to arrange a song, or attempt to arrange a song, something, I've been working on with Peter Darling the other day. We recorded some vocals, we recorded some piano parts, some synth parts, and let's see if I can arrange it, because the project at the moment is kind of a mess, which is kind of normal for me, to be honest. I will just record. If I'm doing a writing session, just write. And then a lot of the time, the project is pretty messy, as you might be able to see here. So I'm going to go through and see if we can tidy it up a little bit, see what's going on. Also, if you've got any questions or anything as I'm going along, just put them in the chat, because this is a live stream. So you're more than welcome to ask some questions as I go along. But I'm mainly just going to be, arranging this. I'm happy with the vocals. Pete smashed the vocals. Really like the vocals and the lyrics they wrote. However, it's a bit of a mess. The project's kind of there, but it's a bit of a mess. So let's just have a listen. First thing you can see, it's kind of peaking. It's a little bit too loud. That's something I need to sort out as I go along. Like I said, this isn't the final mix at all. Hey, Chris from Unlock Your Sound, how you doing? Thanks for joining me on the stream. Like I said, this isn't the final mix. This is just, a work in progress. So I'm going to play a bit of it. It's not complete. So don't get all, if there's something slightly wrong, because, this is a work in progress. Hey, how you doing? Everyone watching me on the stream. So this should be coming through. I can explain how I did this as well. So I used a lot of different Space Designer drone sounds to get these kind of weird sounds. And then Pete was just kind of talking in the background, and I was recording him quite creepily. And then I tried to turn it into something a little bit more mysterious. So I've got this kind of vibe at the minute, kind of an intro. And then I bring in this synth part here, which I actually wrote in Ableton Live, and I put it into Logic. So kind of a creepy keyboard sound. And then there was me laughing that I just left in the recording just for fun. I might take all this out. Sorry.
Knock on the door of apartment number 4. He said, take what you want, and then he made me a home. Knock on the
The next groove kind of carries on. I'm just going to go over that bass line. That bass line originally, Pete was meant to play on my bass, but unfortunately, there's something wrong with the input. But I quite like this. I think it's maybe because it's an active pickup. We tried swapping the mic around, not the mic, the battery around, but it just was giving this crazy distorted sound. It wouldn't really sound like a bass, so we couldn't use. We couldn't use the bass. It was squealing. It was giving loads of distortion. So what me and Pete decided was to actually play this on a bass synth, and to try and make it sound like a crazy bass sound. Yeah, Chris was also at the recording. It was a cool sound. Yeah, it was kind of accidental really, because that bass was having that squealing distorted sound, and then I wanted to create a kind of Jack White octave thing going on. So there's this kind of big distorted octaves going on. So we've got this kind of groove going along. And then we bring the other drum beat in here.
I'm a low IQ individual, 87 pounds wet through one collapse. Long that shapes the vessel with water. From 1 week to a freeze, I'll take the fear 42 times.
So what Pete was doing there, he was singing in harmony, and I actually decided to go through. Whoa! Don't arm the track while you're doing that. I decided to go through and add in CLL vocals, which is why it sounded pretty crazy there. But the thing where it says go through and add on a pitch corrector, just a Logic one, to create kind of a chord, not the one Pete was singing, just one note all the way through. So each harmony is just playing one note all the way through. So this is the original one, and then I'll go through and show you after the one that I put through as well. So this is the original.
We to a freeze, I'll take the fear 42 times is what you get when you take home a free. Now
So I've got that. It sounds a bit messy at the moment, but I used that first section that Pete sang, but then turned it into like a one note going across and created a chord out of it, so it sounds like this. And then Pete sung a lead melody over the top. So the original thing we actually changed and morphed and turned it into kind of one long chord. It's kind of a rhythmical section as a counter melody. And Pete came along and sung another melody over the top. So we've got quite a few sections going on. So I really need to decide what should be the hook, how the song should start, the different sections, and then we have a new chord progression here as well that I'll show you. Sounds a little sloppy at the minute. I'll probably go through and use Logic Flex Pitch or maybe some auto-tune software. At the moment it's just the Logic Flex Pitch, so it's kind of a bit rough. And then we put the harmony vocal over the top. And then So that's kind of it at the moment, really. There's a piano sound as well, which was this. It's kind of a bit sloppy at the minute, but I thought like that didn't really fit the mood of the song. So I added this pluck sound called Dead Mouse Pluck, because I based it on kind of Dead Mouse Pluck, really, with this kind of LFO, this pumping sound. So it's more like this. Obviously I need to kind of quantize this and move the notes around. There. And then we added the bass part below it as well. So there's kind of slower attack and mix it together. So get more, and then we mix this with the drums. I need loads of work on the drums, but that's kind of the vibe of the song. So I thought I'd just stick on the cameras, just live stream this as I go through and just start to arrange it, because there's a few different ideas here really. But the main thing is, for me anyway, I just write loads of stuff and then I arrange it down. But I think my favourite part is this section here. So with the this kind of the chord going on with the vocals, quite rhythmical vocals, and then the lead melody go over the top. With this, not that one, this kind of plucky sound. So I think what I'm gonna do is actually just kind of drag all this to the side for now. Leave this here so I can go back and dip in and take stuff from there. But for now, just kind of, duplicate all this. And then go in and tidy it up. Yeah, another thing I'm going to do is do a file save as. Because, I might go back and want to, dig into this. So I'm just going to move myself up here. And then let's have a look at this section here. This is kind of how I work. I just make loads of ideas. And then I go through and kind of, just try and arrange it in something a little bit more musical. Because at the moment it's kind of sloppy. But this is kind of the process that I do. There isn't really, the magic way of doing it. So I'm probably going to just mute these vocals for a little bit. And just go through and tidy up this, this keyboard part. It's only really just 4 chords repeating. Just Pete was playing some of these piano parts. He was doing some variations on it. But I'm just going to go through and tidy it all up and just make it straight. That's just a piano part. I probably won't even use that. Just this one here. I much prefer the pluck sound. So thank you for anyone joining. On the live stream. So what I'm doing is we're just arranging a song that I was working on the other day with Peter Darling. And Christopher Cavalio's helped me record as well. And we just went through, make some music. And I've got this kind of LFO plucky sound that I made in Serum. I kind of wanted to get like a Deadmau5 style pluck, his classic pluck sound. But at the moment, it was a piano sound, so it's got all these kind of piano-y style rhythms. So I'm just going to go through and just tidy it up. Because it's really because it's got this LFO thing going on, it can just be really simple. So I'm just going to go through, tidy it all up. So it's just actually just super simple at the minute. So that's a E flat. So I'm just going to delete them, drag this down to E flat. This is a C. Same again, drag it down to a C. This isn't the most exciting thing in the world right now, but I thought I'd just show you my process as I go along. If anyone's got any questions or anything, just drop them in the live stream. I'll try and answer them. One thing I always do, I don't know if you use more than one digital audio workstation, is I get the key commands and the shortcuts mixed up all the time. So I use Logic Pro and Ableton Live, so I'm always using the wrong shortcuts. So there, I think I want all 5 of those notes, 6 of those notes playing at the same time. You can always take them out. So the first one's a B flat. Oh no, we've got this as well. This is quite a heavy chord, this. Let's hear what it sounds like. We can always go through and change it after. So the first one's a G. And then we've got this D. Then we've got a F. G again. We might not need to play the octave. Hear what it sounds like. And then it's quite a hefty chord, a B flat. And then we've got a C at the top. So we've got some kind of octaves going on. See what it sounds like. This might be a little bit too how is it going? Too clustered.
Take home a free.
No, that's too much for me. I don't know, I like it, but the jump from this kind of 4 notes to the 6 notes is a little bit much. Maybe I'll just do what we did before, kind of add the upper ones, the second part. Let's see what this sounds like. So it's not too abrupt. So we've got a 4 chord going into a 6 chord, 6 note. That's better, yeah, and then back down to the first one. Yep, so I'm just going to copy the first one over. I've left the So because I copied this, I've got the original. Oh, like this is kind of messy, but I think it's going to sound good. So I'm going to try and go through, neaten this up as much as I can. So this goes here. Oh wait, yeah. B flat, yeah. Okay, yeah, because it's got this LFO thing. Do we really need playing all these notes, like all these rhythms? No, because LFO is going to trump all that. So yeah, let's give it a go. Right, okay. I'm going to leave this this velocity in, just see what this sounds like. It might be nice, worth a try. Yeah, I also thought I'd test out this kind of live stream of me doing some stuff, because I was recording myself making some music, but it might be a bit more fun the live stream. And if anyone's watching, they want to ask any questions or whatever, just drop them in the chat. Track might be more exciting than pre-recording, or maybe not. Who knows? Yeah, but it's quite difficult trying to do this and talk to the camera at the same time, so don't know if it's worth it or not. All right. Oh. It is basically just a 4-chord thing, so yeah, let's just loop this. It's just kind of the same thing over and over again. So we can just drag this back to 4 chords and just loop it like that. It's 4 chords, right? Yeah. Let's have a listen to this. I'm not too happy with those drums. I like this beat. I think it was this one. So it was an Apple loop, and I kind of morphed it and moved it around a bit. No, not that one. Yeah. Drum part was this one here, I believe. Yeah, this one, yeah. Yeah, like I said, this project's really messy at the moment, so a lot of this is just kind of tidying up and just turn it into something a bit more, more of a track, a bit more of an arrangement. But let's have a listen. So I've got this kind of oh, this was actually created. This is quite fun actually. This was actually created from some feedback from the bass. So I recorded the feedback and put it through the Space Designer, a drone, a delay, a bit crusher, another delay, and limited it because it was hot. Just for a bit of fun. Might just quantize these as well. Yeah, it's quantized anyway. Just habit. Sometimes I don't really want it too perfect, but yeah. Right, let's hear what the vocals sound like with this now. I think that should come in the second time, and the third time we can have third time we can have it with both, perhaps. Yeah. Let's just try it without it. It reminds me a little bit of I can't play the song because of copyright reasons, but I think it's "Betray" by Biffy Clyro. I just wish we all could betray, and it has this kind of 3-part harmony going on. Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of that. So I'm gonna have a listen to that track. Can't listen to it now because the stream will get taken down. But I'm gonna listen to that track and hear what Simon from Biffy Clyro is doing with those harmonies, and obviously not copy it, but think of something similar in terms of his arrangement, and go through on Ableton Flex Pitch and then flex it there, because this pitch corrector it's good to just whack ideas down, but it's not the best for actually like using the track. It doesn't really sound pro enough. It just sounds a little too wobbly. I might mute this feedback sound as well, because it just kind of gets in the way at the moment. Have it as like an intro or something maybe. That's confusing me a bit because it's not on the bar for snapping it. So I'm just gonna scissor tool chop this so I know where to drag it. Yeah, cool. Let's have a listen to this. This is kind of the arrangement I think I'm gonna do. I might change it. This could be 2 songs, could be one, kind of more, like progressive, not progressive, but one song that has a few more parts. Let's have a listen.
Now I fall in my fancy gown. Now I float around in my fancy gown. I'm alone. Individual, 87 pounds went through one collapse. Long that shapes the vessel with water. From 1 week to a freeze, I'll take a thing 42 times. That's what you get when you take home a free.
And there I might try and let's try and make the drums a little straighter if we can, just for a bit of fun, see what it's like. Because at the moment, it's got that bit that kind of plays on the semi-quaver, the kick drum. Let's just see if we can make it straight. I'll try and explain in here in the musical typing. Because this bit here, it plays, not on the offbeat, but like the one before the offbeat, the semi-quaver. So let's see what this sounds like. I might try and make it the second time a little bit straighter. Always forget the shortcuts. So that one, oh yeah, because I use live as well. I mix them up. Yeah, I just want to colour it different so I know it's someone else. Okay, I might just go for 4 to the floor. Just add it in as well. Let's see what this sounds like. So we've got the other one as well. I just want to hear what it sounds like with something a bit straighter. If it drives it a bit more, if it just sounds ridiculous. Let's have a listen. So it might sound a little ridiculous with this kind of semi-quaver kick drum, but it might work. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. Like, it might be too busy, but let's have a listen. Let's have a listen. It could work. So we got this now. Obviously, there's a lot of reverb on those kicks. Maybe too much. I might just drag in like a classic snare. Yeah, reverb's pretty mad. Just on beat 3. So we got that kind of... Oh, that is loud. I'm gonna drag the... drag the velocity down a bit. Yeah. Otherwise it might just be a little bit insane. Okay, that's better, that's better. Okay. Yeah, so if anyone's joining me on this live stream, I'm just going through and arranging this recording session I did with Peter Darling the other day, and Christopher Cavallo. So we just recorded some vocals to this track I was working on, and me and Pete recorded some new parts in. So I'm just going through and arranging it, see what it sounds like. Yeah. Okay, I might add another percussion element here, just to kind of see what we got, just to make it drive a little bit more. Not the cowbell. Right, there's some pretty weird ones. I quite like that one. So I'm just going to, drag it over, copy it over. Really not make it perfect. If you look there, I didn't perfectly put it in the right place. Just kind of shuffle it a little bit. I'm going to mess up some of these velocities. Okay, and then, so it just sounds a little different. Then just copy this over. Copy this over. Cool. So this might sound awful, but it might work. No harm in trying. Cool, let's see what this sounds like now. Can't really hear it. Let's turn the velocity up for all of them. There we go, that kind of shuffle now. Let's just make it turn the velocity a bit more. Yeah, okay, cool. Got kind of a bit more of a groove going. I think what I'm going to do there is actually just have the bass and kind of the more busier drums, and take out this this pad part. So take it out. Yeah. Let's hear what we've got so far. Let's hear what it's like.
Now I float in my fancy gown. Now I float around in my fancy gown.
I might hear what it sounds like with the sub. I really like the sub in Serum. The sub's so good. I'll stick the LFO on that as well. On the level. Let's just do the sub for now. Yeah. That's nice. Let's put it through the filter. Clip sounds kind of weird. Let's see if we get rid of that. Weird. There we go. Oh, it's because the attack was the attack's that fast. Sometimes you get a little popping sound. If I just make the attack a little quicker, there we go. See, gets rid of it. That's nice. Yeah. Hey, it's my Google account. I'm good, thank you. Just working on this new track. How are you doing? Let's try some other shapes. That's nice. Let's try it with the oscillator 1. Oh. Turn it down a little bit. Yeah. Turn the octave down for the sub. Okay, let's hear this in the mix.
Now I float around in my fancy green gown. I float.
So, good question. To get rid of the pop sound, you'd have to turn down the attack. Not always. This in this case, I'll just show you here. If we have the attack, where is it? Just you've got a pop sound. Just increase it a little bit. Gets rid of most of the pop sound. Yeah. Anyway. Might turn down the what reverb was this? Turn down the reverb. I think some number 4, if I recall. Yeah, just turn down the reverb on the drums a bit. And I'm also gonna kind of duplicate these drums as well. Yeah, and just have a different. Just do the kick drum. Just have a different another kick layered on. If we can, a bit more of a brighter one. This one's nice, but it's a little bit too low end. I want something a little bit brighter. Maybe tune it something else, or see what it's like. Okay, so let's pick something a bit more fun to work with. Let's do drum kit designer. Okay, this is always a bit of fun. See what we got. Right, let's see what else we got. Try a different one. Now I want something a bit brighter. Let's try Smash Kit. That sounds a bit punchier. There we go. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay, let's tune it up a bit. Okay, I'm just going to turn it down. Let's have a little play around with this bit crusher as well, just for a bit of fun. See what it sounds like. Nice. Okay, let's mix this with the other one. So without it's like this, and with it. What's a pitch shifter? Oh, we shift it down as well. Let's try shifting this up -1, because then it may be a fifth from -8. Right, let's go back into the drum kit designer now. Just tune it down a bit. That's better, a bit punchier. Okay, yeah, let's try it.
In my fancy green gown, I'm a low IQ individual.
Let's also the other drums. Ooh, I quite like that. Might leave them on. Okay, I'm gonna leave them on. These hats sound pretty cool. And I'm gonna leave the kicks on as well. See what it sounds like. Of course, we've got the other drum kit doing that as well. I'm still kind of in that creative experimental mode. So see what it sounds like. So we've got this and this as well. I was wrong about those hi-hats. They're not good. Okay, that's that bit. I think it's alright. Yeah. That to me, I think that's the hook. Yeah. It's getting there. I'm still not happy with it. But there's a lot more that we wrote as well. I might see what it's like moving on to another section there. So let's hear this first bit again. I can't really remember it. Oh, it has that big guitar riff, so let's go over that. I might just bring just the riff with the drums. That might be cool. And the chords and everything else we'll leave to a bit later on. Yeah. So we leave these drums going. Actually, I'll go back to the first drums. So let's drag these over. Let's see what this sounds like. It might not work, or it might. Obviously, it's crazy loud. I'm just going to be really lazy at the moment. I know. Just going to put limit on the output. Shouldn't really be doing that, but whatever. No, far too abrupt. That does not work.
I'll do one more.
Try that again. Okay, so I might bring these keys in there. Just bring these kind of eerie keys in. I can't remember what the chords are. I might just go back into live and jiggle them and move them around a bit, but let's see what it's like putting the keys in there. And then I might go into kind of the intro, which was kind of all these weird sounds and the boomer effect and all this stuff. I might go into that now. And yeah, so probably about here. I'll start with these. See what this sounds like. And then I'll probably bring the vocals in there. So let's drag this back a bit. I've got some kind of those weird sounds I might just stick in somewhere. Vocals about here, yeah. But a lot of this is just kind of, yeah, mess around, trial and error. Obviously you need a good take in the first place. And let's bring this other effect over back there as well. Okay, let's hear this.
He said, take what you want.
bum. I'm gonna stick the bass in there. Let's put it in the right place. Okay, and then I'm also gonna add in the other drum part, which still needs a lot of work, which is this kind of new right. This is just a loop that I've changed a little bit. Yeah. Need to check on this. Doesn't seem to be snapping in the right place. Right place? No. Okay, cool. Alright, let's just hear what this sounds like, and I'm probably going to leave it there in a minute. I just thought I'd just stick on the camera while I go through and just do some arranging. There's too much in the bass as well. I need to strip down the bass and kind of leave it to build up with a... So yeah, so I want it to kick in like that when there's no vocals, but it's a little bit too busy at the moment with all these vocals going on. There's too many rhythms going on. So I think I'm gonna, duplicate these over here, and then just go through and take some of the parts out when the vocals are singing. Otherwise, it's gonna get a little bit too messy. That colour, near enough. Okay. So all this bit here, I'm gonna move this up as well. So all this bit here, I'm gonna chop out. Boom. All the way to there. Come on. So all this bit, there to there. Yeah. So we've got a bit of space. So we're kind of hinting the riff that's going to come, but it's not, Oh, no, maybe just dun 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 dun. Yeah, that's a good thing about working with MIDI. You can just move it around wherever you want. I might drag this, not loop. So it sounds like. I might not even have that one there. Just have this. Right, I just want to... It's too busy at the moment. I just want to strip it out a bit. See what this sounds like. Yeah, less, even less. Yeah, it's just this kind of thing. See if we can do this as well. Then we can build the riff in. And there I want the bum 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 bum. So that time. I'm just going to drag him from here. So there's a few variations of this. drag that bit over. See if I've got it in the right place. I probably haven't. We'll soon find out. Yeah, not quite. It's funny. All right, cool. Right, okay. Yeah, this kind of thing. Let's just drag that back. Okay. Obviously got that wrong. I think this might be right, or I could have got it all wrong again. Soon find out. It's not the end of the world, don't work on tape anymore, so make a mistake, just Command Z. Pretty simple. Cool. That kind of vibe, I think, that's what I want. So let's just have a listen of this arrangement so far. Thank you for people that have been watching. Yeah, I just thought I'd stick on the camera while I'm doing a little live stream, see what it's like. Yeah.
Now I flew in my fancy gown. Now I flew in my fancy gown. I'm alone. Individual, 87 pounds wet through one collapse. Long it shapes the vessel with water. From 1 week to a freeze, I'll take the fate 42 times. That's what you get when you take home free. Now I flew in my fancy gown. Now I float around in my fancy gown. Knock on the door of apartment number 4. He said, take what you want. And then he made me a home. Knock on the apartment number 4. He said, take what you want. And then he made me a home.
that kind of thing, really. Still needs a lot of work. It kind of sounds like two songs at the moment, so I need to have a look at the chords, have a look at structuring it a bit more. But, however, I think the kind of vibe is there. It's getting a little bit more organised, however, it's still really messy. But that's kind of how I write music a lot of time. Just put those ideas down, then just arrange it, go through it, move stuff around, and eventually, hopefully, it will turn into a song. Maybe not, but enjoying the process is a lot of it. I enjoyed creating this song with Pete, and I've enjoyed, arranging it so far. Still a lot more I need to do, but for now, I think it's getting there. So yeah, thank you for people who've been watching this live stream. Thank you people who watched the repeat. And yeah, hope you found entertaining or useful. If you've got any comments, questions, feedback, leave them below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Kind of getting some ideas, just arranging the track. This is kind of my process, but this is nowhere near finished yet. There's a lot more I need to do. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I shall hopefully